All right, welcome in, guys. Back to another video, forward test, recap, whatever you want to call these. I just wanted to go over this because this is a paper trade, paper down here, that I do really like, and I would have taken this trade if I hadn't already taken my trade for the day, and if it wasn't this late in the day. So this trade presented itself. If you go back to my previous video, I was looking at this high when we were retracing back in this area here, around here. I was saying that we could come back into the unmitigated inversion for a value gap here and possibly sweep this. We didn't come quite into the inversion, but we did sweep this high, right? The ultimate target would have been down here, so we would have technically been stopped out of this trade, and then it would have started working in our favor. Now, this is where it gives me the possibility for a reentry, and this is I played it on my paper trading account as a possibility for reentry in case this hypothetically would have been left here and it would have got stopped out. And so my reentry would have been there where I entered here, right? Right there on this candle. And my stop above the high nearly got stopped out and then would have started working out. But this is absolutely disgusting. But I just wanted to do a quick recap on the rest of the day. On this paper trade specifically, I haven't taken anything else. It was just this one. Because again, I would have taken this if this was earlier in the day and if this would have happened before we had taken this one. So I really like this trade. It presents the same exact model as over here, except now we have swept inside this 5 minutes. So for me, it makes it a little bit more higher probability. So I do like that a lot. And notice for the rest of the day, we just pretty much chopped, which is expected. But I just wanted to see if this trade would deliver, right? And it's just another statistic to our strategy that we follow. I did take a partial at these lows, so as soon as we opened a market, we started displacing lower, so it ended up filling us there. Again, this is a paper trade, so it doesn't really count for anything. It's just more so forward testing and gaining more experience, back testing the model and whatnot. I'll start sharing all the paper trades that I do take. I take very few. Obviously, I want to treat them with the same level of respect and risk as a real account, but it's not the same. It's never going to be the same. You can do wonders on paper trading. It's just not the same. So anybody showing you paper trading and telling you, oh, look, this is what I would have done, then and that's all they show, then yeah, nah. I do like paper trading as a forward testing mechanism to test out your strategy and overall, like in different conditions, or perhaps in sessions you typically trade. For example, if you wanted to trade Asia, instead of trading it with real money, or with an express account, you can go ahead and trade it with paper while you get used to that type of price action, since that technically is not your session in a way, right? That's how I would treat it. That's why I really like paper trading. But again, it's just a mechanism to study and to be able to forward test. So the draw ultimately are these relative lows here, this low and this low. This low has already been taken though. So if we do want to reverse, we can reverse here, right? Because this low's already been swept. But I do see this as it just coming sweeping, this being a fake sweep, and then going back to mitigate this gap that was not mitigated, and then just displacing lower, right? Convincing everybody that this is your turtle soup to go higher, and then just rest it. Go run through this 5 minute and displace lower. Now, I could be wrong, and this could be obviously the stop out of this trade, and that's it. But I don't see that being the case, given that we're incredibly bearish, right? For the rest of the session, we were pretty bearish, and we just consolidated the rest of the session, which is expected after an expansion, right? We expanded nearly 16 handles, 66 handles on the S&P. And after that, what can we expect? Consolidation, right? And this is a pretty big move up, honestly, for the S&P, almost 40 points, 40 handles. That is a pretty significant move up. So when we had this inversion, it was pretty clear that we were going to head lower. I just didn't really want to have my hopes too high, given that we already had a huge expansion. That's why I took my partial here. And I had my targets to the lower lows, if we were going to get them, right? But we never got them. So at least not here. We'll probably get them here. But again, just a paper trade. But I did want to just recap that. It's really interesting how we swept this high, had the SMT here. Notice that ES went ahead and swept, and then NQ failed to sweep there, right? So just another back test session, I guess, to kind of sum things up. I don't want to run this one too long, just 5-10 minutes just to recap everything. And then overall today, on a no news Monday. I think we did pretty well just managing ourselves and everything like that. But tomorrow should be pretty. This whole week has pretty good news, and this will probably be the last week for me in December trading, and then I'll wait till like the second week of January. So it might be a little bit of a long break. We might just be doing paper trading recaps until until further notice in January. So it's good time to take it off and spend it with your family or whatnot. But more than anything, just stay somewhat active. Do your back testing sessions. That's what I would do. That's what I'm gonna do. Just so that way you don't get too rusty coming back into January. Some people take it off until February, but I think second week of January will be fine. We'll see how we do, and if next week we have oh, we'll see. We'll see. We'll review the calendar towards the end of the week, but more than likely this is it this week, and then calling it. But yeah, this is I'm aiming for these lows again. These are the same lows we were talking about in the previous video. Same exact model, same exact structure that we're following in bias. Notice we haven't switched, not just because we have these fair value gaps upwards. That means, oh, we're going to go higher. The narrative continues to stay the same. And technically right now we're just in a consolidationary period. But in a consolidationary period, we still sweep liquidity and price up to inefficiencies. So as you can see, price only goes up to an efficient price action and then comes down and sweeps liquidity, right? And then prices to inefficiencies and so forth, and coming down to sweep liquidity, pricing to inefficiencies, and coming down more than likely to sweep this liquidity here. So I did want to see if we got it now, so that way at least it could be recorded on there. But again, yeah, let's see the economic calendar real quick. I have it on this side of the. So tomorrow we have pre-market news. Okay, nice. NFP tomorrow, pre-market, flash PMI. Okay, flash PMI. Yeah, 9:45. So we're gonna have to wait till like around 6:45 to be able to trade. So yeah, same plan tomorrow. Go to the gym early morning, around 3:30, since tomorrow is until 6:45, and then be in front of the charts. Hopefully had a first meal, and yeah, today was a perfect day. Very productive. That's how I want to keep every day, just productive as possible. And yeah, just keeping it going. But yeah, this might take a little while. I don't want to rush it too much, right? Try to catch it on this video, and we're here for another 30 minutes. So yeah, I just wanted to upload a quick recap and just keep an eye on this. More than likely it will be met. I'll probably post it on the Instagram page, just for those that are following along. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions or anything you want to see in the videos or recaps like these, just feel free to drop a comment or shoot me a DM on Instagram. But you guys have a great rest of your evening. Take care.